What I'm about to tell you should have been buried in locked files, sealed basements, and lies polished clean for the nightly news. But secrets rot in the dark, and tonight the stench rises. The year was 1947. You've heard whispers of Roswell, the crash they called a weather balloon. But no one told you that Roswell was not the beginning. Just weeks earlier, something happened off Maury Island, an event so violent, so undeniable, it forced men in black suits to crawl out of the shadows. Captain Harold Dahl wasn't looking for history. He was patrolling calm waters when 6 discs appeared above him, metallic, donut-shaped, windows cut along their sides like watchful eyes. They circled with precision, 5 around 1, like predators closing in. Then, panic. The lowest craft dipped. It bucked, sputtered, and released something. Not paper, not debris, molten shards, white as ash, black as lava, raining like death from the sky. A dog died instantly. Dahl's son was maimed. The boat smoked as the sea hissed with burning stone. Tell me, what weather balloon rains metal that boils oceans? Dahl did what any desperate man would do. He photographed it. He gathered fragments. He swore never to forget. But the moment he whispered the truth, men arrived. One pale, one suited, one smiling. He described the crash to Dahl without asking a single question. Then he leaned in. Stop talking, or your family suffers. Fear silenced him. But not for long. 2 weeks later, Roswell. A farmer, a field, a sound like the sky tearing apart. Wreckage scattered across desert sand, metal that bent but never broke, etched with symbols no one could translate. Eyewitnesses saw bodies. Yes, bodies, small, fragile, alien, hauled away to bases the government insists never existed. The military confessed briefly. The press release went worldwide. We have recovered a flying disc. Headlines screamed. For one day, humanity knew it was not alone. And then, silence. The next morning, the story changed. Weather balloon. And the public, trembling in awe and fear, swallowed the lie whole. But insiders didn't. Major Jesse Marcel, intelligence officer, risked his career to say it out loud. That wasn't a balloon. I held the fragments in my hands. They were not of this earth. Do you see the pattern yet? Disaster, confession, retraction, cover-up. Always the same, always polished clean. And then the stories multiply. A photographer swore he saw bodies, long heads, gray skin, eyes that did not close. Ordered to burn the negatives, ordered to forget. But how do you forget something staring back at you from the table, dissected under fluorescent lights? Lieutenant Walter Haut, the man who issued the weather balloon press release, left a sworn deathbed affidavit. It was a cover-up. We recovered a craft. We recovered the dead. And yet, silence. The kind that smells of fear. The kind governments specialize in. But here's what they don't want you to piece together. Roswell was not isolated. Dahl's encounter was not a fluke. For decades, men and women across this country have whispered the same confession. Missing time, burned earth, objects too strong, too strange, too advanced, and always the silence that follows. Think about it. Why did cameras fail when the lights appeared? Why did radios die the moment truth fell from the sky? Why do witnesses wake with scars they cannot explain? You've been taught to laugh, to shrug, to call it fantasy. Because ridicule is the cheapest weapon in the arsenal of power. If they can make you doubt your own eyes, they don't need to silence you. But silence cracks, and when it does, the leaks burn hotter than fire. So now I ask you, what really happened in those deserts, on those seas, in those dark living rooms where men woke with marks burned into their flesh? Were they visitors? Watchers? Something older than us, reminding humanity that we are not alone? Or were they never visitors at all? Were they always here? You don't need me to answer. You felt it. The nights you wake cold, heart pounding, convinced something is standing just beyond the window. The dreams that feel too real, too invasive, as if someone else is writing inside your mind. You were never supposed to connect Maury Island to Roswell. You were never supposed to know Dahl's warning matched Marcel's confession. Two events, one summer, one truth. Something fell, something died, and someone made sure the world forgot. But forgetting is fragile, and tonight you remember. And if you're still listening, if the static hasn't cut me off yet, then brace yourself, because what I've told you is only the beginning. The next file, the one they buried even deeper, makes Roswell look like a children's story. And once you hear it, there's no going back.